tutus,
jalapeno M&Ms,
mushiness.
up, 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 up goes our podcast in the air. Sometimes you really listen and you care. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sitting on the bench. Writing's really hard. We need another snack. And that is just a fact. Oh.
Hi, this is Shauna.
This is Trisha.
This is Two Girls on a Bench.
The podcast where sometimes we record while we're talking and sometimes we just talk. Oh, and we
This is the second time that we've recorded this. We write on the bench.
We snack on the bench.
And sometimes we procrastinate on the bench. Sometimes we re-record the opening twice.
We do. Luckily, Shauna looked up. We made sure to test it. We recorded a test. I'll stick it at the end of the episode. We legitimately recorded it. And then I was like, great, we're all set. And then I hit record and we talked
and then I talked to myself for a
5 minutes. And Shauna was the only one recording. So that was cool.
Yeah.
It's all right.
We like to tell you guys about our troubles so that you can experience them with us and like go through it and really be a part of it.
That's right, because I'm sure you all like really care about.
You want to be on the bench with us, and so that means you
feel our pain.
You get it all. You get everything. We give you everything.
We're not holding back,
and that's what you want. Okay,
here for you.
I have a quote.
Okay,
from like The Real Deal. This time it's The Real Deal.
The Real Deal.
All right. I want to write a novel about silence, the things people don't say. Virginia Woolf.
Nice.
Bam.
Boom.
Drop the microphone. I'm not going to drop the microphone
very
because
expensive.
Something bad will happen.
A lot of money wasted.
But Virginia Woolf is the real fucking deal.
Yeah, she can drop her mic.
She had a fucking room of her own and she did it.
Yeah, she did.
I say it all the time. How many times do we say room of one's own? Like daily, it seems like.
I feel like to each other too, because we'll be like, we just need a space. Like we have this room of our own. And like before when we didn't have anything, we made the garage our room.
Yeah. No, we always need a room.
Yeah.
Like you need a room of your own. And if you don't have one, just like
make a space.
Go in the bathroom.
Within a space or something.
Go in a closet.
Yeah.
Go like find a little spot somewhere.
Lots of people record in the closet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because
it's quiet.
Yeah, well, and the clothes are like kind of buffering around you, but
or you can write in a closet.
Yeah,
or just like
when I was a kid, and at one point we were renting a house and it had like walk-in closets, which we'd never had before. It was like an old farmhouse, not huge walk-in closets, just like the standard, like what I have in this house. And
you have a big closet,
not even as big as yours. Though mine's not as big as yours. Yours is bigger.
Doesn't it have like a weird long.
Oh, that's the one under the stairs. Yeah, that one's. I would have loved that when I was a kid because it had like it has a slanted.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Like
the one in my sister's room was like that when we were kids.
It's like a long,
weird,
like there's
skinny
like a
tunnel.
There's like a goblin.
There's like a little door in
there.
the back. Yeah. So, but I would sit. I have this little rocking chair that my kids have now, and I would sit in that little rocking chair in my closet and read. Because I liked being in like a little tiny space. I don't know why.
My daughter used to do that when she was little. When she was mad, she would go run in her room and
go in the closet
and shut the door in the closet and cry because she would be like mad.
Mm-hmm.
She used to do that in our old house, and she doesn't do it anymore, thankfully. Also, she has like a sliding door closet, but she would run in her room and run in her closet and shut the door, and cry and just be like mad in there.
Okay,
it was weird.
Whatever makes it.
But I think it was because it was like a smaller space
and
she was just
absolutely
like,
alone,
fuck you, and
isolated. Or she's like that kid in A Christmas Story that like goes under the sink in the cabinet with that little boy.
But he wasn't mad. He was just weird.
Just kidding.
Anyway.
Yes. So yeah.
Find yourself a little space, everybody. Whether it's under the cabinet, under the sink.
Preferably with a pen and some paper and a light. But
yeah. I'm not trying to put anybody back in the closet. It is Pride Month. Happy Pride, everybody.
Happy Pride.
But just find yourself a space. or
I'm
not.
trying to remember the song about Virginia Woolf by the Indigo Girls. Like,
I can't remember it right now. Now that you said that, I'll never remember it. Sorry, everybody.
I can only think of the Watershed song now.
Let's have dead silence while we try to remember.
I'm like,
okay,
all I remember is on the live version, she's the Indigo Girls are like, we read your shit in college, but we didn't know what it meant until now. Like,
oh, I feel like I got it in college.
Or when they were younger. Like, one of them has a mom that's like a librarian that gave her the book, and she was like, I didn't get it until now, and now I get it, or something like that.
Well, I got it in college, so I'm way smarter than the Indigo Girls.
Obviously you are.
I'm just kidding.
They're just like world renowned.
Emily and Amy, I'm just joking. I love you guys so much, and I know you listen to our podcast.
We know you love us back. They totally do.
What if they did?
They're like having fries with Ani DeFranco.
They're like, hey, y'all, we love your podcast. And we like, good. Because we love you too. Oh, we're going to play you on the
Indigo
outro.
Girls, the sole reason I tried to learn guitar in college. And then I tried to make you harmonize, remember?
I can't sing, okay?
No,
everybody.
You can, but you can't harmonize.
I can only sing with someone.
We would sing
as
the
soon
two
as
parts.
They change the way, I can't do that.
So I'd be like, I'd sing Shauna's part with Shauna, and then I'd be like, now you sing what we just sang, and I'm gonna sing the other part. And she would just sing right with me the whole time.
I'm like, I will follow you wherever you go. I will go there too.
Oh my god.
Can't do it. Sorry, guys. So we're not going to harmonize on this podcast
we're not
today.
Gonna sing.
So
sorry.
So like as a segue to singers that we like, kind of a segue. Well, yeah, because you just mentioned Ani.
I did.
So we just went to a recital.
Oh yeah.
And I've been thinking about this so much because
really,
because I've been thinking
because
about
it was 3 hours. Oh wait, sorry.
But it was good.
It was good.
We went, it's weird, you guys, because we went to this recital for our kids, and they're in this dance studio that's actually really good.
Yeah, totally better than I ever imagined.
Like, had no idea.
Like, so you think you can dance fucking good.
Like it's got the standard, like
25 little 4-year-olds in tutus standing on the stage, barely moving.
Yeah, and that's
Rock and Robin.
kind of like...
It's so adorable.
Kind of awesome in its own way.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of funny.
There's like one girl that's just like going off and then doing her own thing like the whole time.
Yeah.
Or sitting down.
We would
crying.
just pick like one girl and look at her and just like laugh the whole time. But then there was like, and then like Trisha's little boy was just like bringing it.
He was in a little
tapping his little heart out.
A hip hop tap class, and there were only 4 students in the class, and there are 4.
And then there was only
there's only 3.
But then there was only 2. Wait, 3.
No, there was 3.
There was 3.
Yeah, there were only 3 because the one
they dwindled down.
Sick. And I thought it was his buddy that was out sick. So I thought he wasn't going to do anything. And then he fucking did everything. Like, more tap dancing I've ever seen him do the whole time he's been in the fucking class. Like,
it was amazing.
It was adorable.
And then my daughter's in the hip hop class.
Yeah.
And so we were like, cool, this is great. And then all of a sudden, there's like all of these like amazing dancers, and we're like,
modern dance,
holy fucking shit, like really good.
Yeah,
where I was like, wow, I kind of would have just paid to come see this show.
Seriously.
I mean, it was really good.
Mr. Spencer, my son's like substitute tap dance teacher, who I've only ever seen do a couple shuffle steps with 4-year-olds.
Nice kid, like nice guy.
If you're a graduating senior, like you've got a solo, and I guess if you're like part of the company that they have like a dance troupe, or maybe they go to. It looks like they go to like competitions and stuff. There's a whole other dance world.
Like a world.
There's like reality shows about this, but I don't know about them very much.
But not like the shitty like
no.
Like glammed up little girl.
No. This is like So You Think You Can Dance.
Like some real shit.
Yeah, with a real good choreography.
Where they like go to school and like learn
like they're
how
gonna
to
be
dance.
like professional dancers on
like with
something.
companies and stuff.
So this kid gets up there and I'm like, oh, it's Mr. Spencer,
he's
senior
cute.
in high school.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he like ripped his soul out on the stage and then like threw it around in the air, and then like I was like crying. He was amazing.
And I was like, he's going to college, and I don't know what his
who he's gonna fall in love with.
Who he's gonna fall in love with, but he's gonna get a lot of.
It's gonna break a lot of hearts.
He's gonna get a lot of something.
Yeah,
a lot of D or a lot of P. That's all I'm saying.
Or maybe both.
But because
he's a heartbreaker for sure.
That is some attractive shit.
If I saw that guy dance when I was 18 years old, I would have just.
I mean,
like fallen over. I don't know what I would have done.
I mean, all the panties of the boxers are dropping.
So afraid to talk to him.
Yeah, no, he was like really good. And then
all of them were like.
So we look at the program. We sit down. We look at the program, and we see it's like company modern, and it says "Up, Up, Up" is the song. And we look and we're like, haha, do you think that's Ani DeFranco? Like, do you think that's Up, Up, Up? And we're like, haha, probably, yeah, hilarious, right?
Probably
we're just making jokes to each other. Because, by the way, we're just like doing commentary like the entire
we're like
fucking
those
time.
Old Muppets, the two old men in the theater sitting in a box. We want to
start like a YouTube channel where we just commentate on dance recitals.
We do, actually.
There's probably already one because there's everything.
Probably, but that would be funny. We should just do a special YouTube thing where we like a special video.
Was seriously the most fun ever.
We talked through the whole thing. We probably annoyed the people behind us, but
and then Trisha does like a stage whisper where I swear to God the people on the stage can hear her. She's like, look at that. I'm like, Trisha, I'm right next to you. You're so loud.
I know. My daughter was on the other side of me, and she kept elbowing me, and going, shh. Like, I know. I'm so sorry. I can't. I was like freaking out. I couldn't. I love that stuff. Like,
it was pretty cool. So then they come out, and it's freaking Ani's song, and we're like. We're like squeezing each other's hands because we're like, oh shit.
It's amazing choreography.
So good.
Yeah. And
we're gonna die.
There were a couple of the dancers, like there's always somebody who just like stands out. There's this chick with the short hair.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Everything she did, even when she did the dumb ballet recital stuff, it was amazing. Like, because it's just one of those people that the dance like continues going when they stop. You know what I mean? Like,
so good. She's good in the hip hop too.
Oh man, everything.
Yeah, she's amazing.
When we saw Ani DeFranco in concert once, a guy got up there. He had written to her or something.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if there was email yet at that point. Like probably
back in the Stone Age.
No, he sent her a stone tablet and he was like, "I'm a dancer and I want to dance to Up Up Up." And Ani DeFranco,
I've like choreographed this dance. Yeah. I want to do it for you.
Yep.
And she was like, come on up
stage and do it. And
I'll play the song and you dance.
Did you know she was a dancer though before she?
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, she was a modern dancer. So it's like she had an appreciation for dance. She did. She was into dance at some point.
So she was just like, yeah, everything. I'll play the song and you dance.
Yeah, and he did, and it was amazing.
To that fucking song, though. And that was so weird. And we were just like, kind of just freaking out. And so I've had that song in my head.
Me too.
Like I've had that song in my head.
Well,
like,
I started
constantly.
listening to like her albums again because I'm like, I haven't listened to Ani DeFranco in forever. You know, like so I was like, I'm gonna listen to some songs.
I tried to play a song for my kids, and my son was like, "This is horrible. I hate it." This is what he does when I play music that I like.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm, it's cool. I like it.
Great.
He's not a fan, and he's not shy about giving his opinion, which is nice.
Oh,
yeah, it's great. Anyway, so that's a really fun thing to talk about. Anyway, so yeah, it was really cool, and it was really fun to watch that show. But then when we watched the little kids that were like tapping, there was one little girl, and she would like. I would like watch. She was in like 20 dance numbers. I don't know. They just kept coming out in different tutus.
4 different tutu things. Yeah. I'm like, how many classes does this little baby take?
I don't know. And it seemed like it was always the same dance.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand what they were doing.
It pretty much is. It's like Rockin' Robin, and then it's like, I don't know.
It's like various songs by pedophiles that we probably shouldn't listen to anymore. It's like fucking Great Balls of Fire. I'm like, did they still play Jerry Lee Lewis? I don't know.
I know.
And then it's like Jackson 5, which is like...
I know. My husband was getting on me because there's a song, a show my kids started watching, and the whole theme song is ABC.
But that was the song.
Easy as 1, 2, 3.
No, it wasn't. Was it ABC?
It was
no.
Rockin' Robin, I think.
No, but they did a Jackson 5 one too.
Oh, they did.
But then
he's like, well, that was when he was a kid.
I know, and then it's kind of hard because
it colors everything for me.
I know, but can we get mad at little Michael Jackson when he was a child?
That's the thing.
Who was
probably being abused when he was a child.
I don't know if I can get mad at little Michael Jackson. And also, those songs are really cute.
They're perfect for
and they're little kid songs
and tap dancing and like moving your hands around.
But it's very like shady.
You just don't care.
So they're like dancing to that. And so I'm like, Michael Jackson.
It's very like Toddler and Tiara looking when they come out because they're very glammed up in their little tutus.
They're wearing like a sequin shirt and a tutu, and they're like tapping kind of, and then they're like
they're
waving,
twirling around. I can't stop watching the teachers during it.
The teachers are super big.
Yeah, and they're like doing the full out, doing the dance,
overdoing it because the kids are watching them. Yeah, Trisha's doing it now, but you can't see her. I'm gonna post that though. I'm gonna post Trisha doing that 'cause it's amazing.
Well, I liked my son's costume. I was like wondering, because so when we signed him up, they're like, you have to be in the recital. And I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know if he'll do that, but whatever.
They're all, because there's only 4 kids in this class. And most of them won't show up.
Yeah. So, but I was like, what kind of costume is he going to have? Like, I've never had like a boy in dance. My daughter didn't ever do
I wish they would let the girls wear something like that.
Right? I know.
Luckily, I'm in the hip hop class, at least for my daughter. Yeah, they're wearing
tennis shoes and like
stretch pants, tennis shoes,
jacket
and like
around the waist.
Yeah, like it's they have like a little
tops.
flannel around their waist and like a tank top.
They're not wearing like gold leotards or something.
Yeah, they're not wearing something weird.
No,
so
when my daughter was
cool.
in dance, she was in a little like extended dance from the preschool, not like a formal dance place. We went to one, that crazy one you also went to in the valley. And I didn't do it because it was like, you must do the recital. And it was like over $100 for my 3.5-year-old's tutu. And I was like, damn, she's not going to dance.
That place was gross.
Yeah. So,
and we did that too.
Oh,
but also her hip hop outfit was kind of normal then too. Hip hop tends to be like, thankfully not
also, it
so
might be
stupid.
Like the under 5 little girls, like they all have to have a big old tutu on.
It's so gross. So anyway, they're doing this. This one little girl that I would watch every time because she was the best. She was like...
These girls are almost still wearing diapers. They were so little.
She was just like loving her life, and like she was like kind of just doing her own thing. Like she'd kind of have to do the dance. She was kind of
just reacting to the audience,
and she was kind of just like look. She wasn't even really like she'd look at the teacher sometimes, and sometimes she would just like look off into the distance and just kind of smile and laugh to herself. Like she was like she had like her own like story going on in her head, and then like her hat or whatever, like her little hair thing fell off. And she was feather. Like, whatever. And then she like dropped her feather and she just like stomped on it. Like, well, I'm just going to kick that out of the way. And then she fell. And like sometimes when a little kid like that falls, they freak out. Yeah. And she just got up and like flipped around and just kept going. Yeah. And I was like, I love this kid. She's the best kid I've ever seen. Like she was just like cool. And then she just like bowed and was done with it. Yep. And then she came out for another one and I was like, I'm gonna watch her again. There she is. I'm just gonna watch her the whole time.
I did too. Her and the teacher. I couldn't stop looking at the teacher.
Anyway,
my son's outfit was like ripped jeans and like a cotton t-shirt with like suspenders.
With freaking suspenders.
It was like a $75 $6 outfit. You know what I mean? I was like,
I know.
I already have this outfit. I just needed to get suspenders. Like we have gray t-shirts and jeans, but anyways, it was so cute. I wish they would have wore little newsy hats though.
You told me they were going to wear a newsy hat.
I thought they were because their class is called Newsies and they're wearing little like overall things.
Oh, and then a bunch of grown men came out and danced at the end and we like did not understand what was going on.
Okay, so that was weird. It was like a bunch of dads and grandpas of the students and they did a big dance.
We thought.
I think. I don't know. It was weird.
At first, it was really weird because like two
like grandpas
came out
and they were being funny and it was funny, but then it was like kept going,
and then a bunch of men came out,
kept going,
and they did like choreographed dances.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know what
it was really weird.
I don't know if there's
it was kind of good.
It was funny.
We laughed, but then I was like, should we be laughing?
I think so.
But they were like trying.
Yeah. No, some of them looked like truck drivers and they were fucking tapping and stuff.
They were like jumping around doing flips.
There were some that could do flips. Yeah.
It was weird. I don't know what that was.
I was trying to look at their t-shirts at the afterwards.
I wish there had been like an explanation.
There was no explanation. You know, I'm going to ask that nice lady at the desk next time I go there.
I'm like, what was happening?
She knew the reference.
Can I get some information on these?
When I first met one of the
large
ladies,
group of older men dancing in the midst of all this stuff going on.
Yeah, right?
No, and then okay, so
also,
here's
your husband was like, "I want to do that."
I know. My husband was like down with that.
Mine was like, "Come on, let's get out of here."
Okay, so we've been there for like 100 hours,
and like very long.
The show is good. You gotta watch all the little kids tap and do their thing.
It was fine. It was
most of the show was actually like really fucking good. There were some really good dance numbers, like we said. Our kids were fine, and then we're like, okay, we're done. And then the group of older men come out and they were like, "Oh, this is funny," but then they did like too much.
It was like like 2 whole numbers from Newsies.
If they had started just done like one little thing, it would have been
4
fine.
guys and then like some more, and then the whole stage was filled with like older men doing this big dance, and it was
and we were like, okay, this is long. And then the freaking like director.
Then they have to give a thank you speech, which takes forever.
No, this lady goes, and she came out, and I was like, fuck.
Yep.
And then she brings every senior out.
Yep. Which we've already seen solos and videos for.
For each senior, they do a video.
Yeah.
And then they do a solo. And they didn't all do them.
No, it was like 3 of them. I think those were the ones that were there more than 4 years.
They were like the featured ones.
They were like 7-year dancers
fucking whatever. And so then she talks to all of it. I was like, it
took forever.
I'm like, I'm going to die right now. And then...
And meanwhile, we can see the toddlers.
And then they all come out and dance or something? No,
they all did a finale.
Oh, then they all did a finale.
Yeah.
I was like...
Well, and we could see like my 4-year-old and your daughter standing on the side of the stage waiting to like come in and do the finale. And so like these toddlers have been there. And they
made the little kids
since
sit
like
down.
6 o'clock.
Your son was going to like have a heart attack.
Yeah. He wanted to just dance.
It was weird.
Done.
It got weird at the end.
We got in the car and he was like about to fall asleep because it's like we started at like 5. He had school, and then we went like 5, and then we drive over there. It was
like a Friday night, guys.
It was like 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock on a Friday night.
We're driving home
for a little.
And of course, he didn't really eat dinner because it was like too early. It's like that weird time where it's like too early to feed you, but like also you're gonna be hungry in 2 hours. You know what I mean? Like, so I fed him like at 4-ish. And we're in the car going home, and
they had goldfish crackers backstage.
They did, and
Griselda told me.
Yeah,
Aaron
went backstage to get.
They were bringing it with the snacks.
He said it was an absolute disaster area back there, just like goldfish everywhere, all over the floor, and like costume pieces everywhere, and shoes everywhere. Yeah, I don't envy those.
It was like
people.
a wild party back there
because it was just all the little kids locked in a room for 3 hours. They would like let them out to do their dance, and then they go back in this room because they don't let you like and go back with your parents.
Wreak havoc.
Yeah, so it's kind of annoying.
Well, it would have been bad if they'd let them back in the audience, though.
I know.
They would have just been like,
they would have lost their minds.
Shrieking.
So we get in the car, we're driving home, and Logan's like, "Mom, I'm hungry. I really think we need to get a Happy Donald's." And I was like, "A Happy Donald's? A Happy Meal at McDonald's?"
So cute.
I was like, "Happy Donald's." I'm always calling McDonald's that from now on. And I was like, "Okay, we can get a Happy Donald's." And Aaron's like, "What?" And I was like, "We're getting chicken McNuggets or something." Like,
that's funny.
But then he fell asleep trying to eat his Happy Donald's, so he didn't even like make it through.
Yeah,
it's like
no Happy Donald's too late.
French fries or whatever.
It's just long. Like
It's
I
a
gotta
long
tell
night.
you, I know it's important and everything, but listen, everybody, like if you're ever in a situation where you're running a show of some sort, and you've kept people hostage for 3 hours, don't get up on stage and make a long speech.
Well, you've also already
and I've been in that situation myself, and so's Trisha.
Yeah.
Like together, we've been in that situation where you're really proud of everybody. It's been such a good job. Don't get up and fucking do that. Okay?
Everybody knows also. Like,
don't do it.
The show was enough.
Go tell your students how great they are.
Yeah. But you don't have to thank everybody
like
again.
before the show.
Thank you to
privately.
All the teachers come out again and thank you.
Yeah, and then give them all flowers.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Do they need that? They don't care.
Nope.
Give them a bonus or a gift card. They really would prefer to have that.
Some cash. Dancers need
or
cash,
just give them flowers
typically.
Backstage.
Yeah.
They don't
have
need
to do
that
it in front of the audience.
They look like embarrassed and it's weird. They don't want
They're
that.
all tired and disheveled because they've been chasing this 4-year-olds all around
They're
for
fucking
3 hours.
doing big dances on stage so the little like 2-year-old tappers can figure out what the fuck's going on. Don't do it. Don't do it, everybody that's a dance teacher or director or teacher or whatever you are out there.
3 or 4 nights of
listening.
recital because we had to like decipher how to figure out what recital we were in.
The schedule was so fucking complicated. I texted Trisha every day and I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. What rehearsal do I go to? Where do I go?
Yeah.
How do I get there?
And then I was trying different place than the dance studio.
I was trying to carpool with Trisha, and then her husband showed up, and my daughter was freaking out, and then he had to leave because he couldn't carpool with her because she couldn't get her act together. I mean, it's just been like chaos, you guys. Okay, it's been chaos.
Well, and then
it's over.
Yeah, this is part of why we needed a break, but it also like
it's over.
I think that I would have appreciated it more if I was just called into the dance studio, not a separate theater with lighting and rehearsals and tech.
But they had to do a tech.
Okay, but yeah, but not with the 4-year-olds. I would say if your kid is under 10 and not in the company.
Shut up.
No,
just
just
kidding.
have us come.
No.
Shut up. Just have us come to the studio and sit on the floor and watch our kids do the dance to the song and tape
not
it
do
ourselves.
A show. Oh.
And then let us go. And not charge us to be in the recital and to take the class.
Well, there's no fun in that, Trisha.
It would be fun for me. I would like it. I could just see my kid and then leave.
But then we wouldn't have gotten to see Up, Up, Up.
That's true. But then we could be like, oh, the dance studio's doing their annual whatever.
We wouldn't go.
The company is really good. Let's go watch it.
We would not go because we wouldn't know the company was good. And we wouldn't care. And we'd be like, I want to fucking go anywhere on a Friday night. You know how we
and
are.
Scene.
We'd be like, I want to, like, you know what? Jessica Jones just came out on Netflix. I'm going to watch that. New season, last season. Bummer.
What?
It's the last season.
Right.
I'm like sad about it.
Let's
Okay.
have a snack.
Goodbye.
Bye. Give me that snack book. Okay.
This is a special. Let
Let
me try again. This is a special edition of Snack Book. It's a double snack book.
We've been doing a lot of double snack books.
I know. We're just really hungry.
We have to have backup snacks.
Well, sometimes like we need like a sweet and a savory.
Yeah, we definitely have that.
So,
I think. I don't know.
First, we broke into this one earlier because we like just needed a snack earlier. So this is Picnic, which is the original shoestring potatoes, which are like these crunchy potatoes that are
shoestringy
in a can. They're in a can. It's I think
like
I was talking about
balls.
this. Yeah, like the cheese balls, and I was like,
they're like throwback snack.
I found them. They're just literally like the ones we had when we were kids.
They're so yummy.
They're so good. And I was trying to find a number to call, but there's no number.
I never did get a call back from Pop Chips, by the way.
So whatever, Pop Chips, you missed your chance to be.
We tried
An official snack book sponsor, 2019. Maybe 2020 you'll come back. So I don't know what's going on. These are made in the Philippines. I don't know what that means.
It's weird.
I don't know why they're made in the
weird.
Philippines. So anyway, they're made from papas frescas. They're made from real potatoes, and they're non-GMO. So
and gluten-free.
So because there was never gluten in potatoes.
Well, you got that picture I sent you when I was at the store the other day, and I was buying bacon, and it was like bacon, gluten-free, and I'm like,
well, when was there gluten in a pig?
Ever?
I don't know. Maybe they feed them gluten.
A pig is a glutton, and they it's
a glutton.
I sent you the picture. You're like, what the fuck?
So we were crunching on these potatoes, but now we're gonna do like a snack book challenge.
Just a little bit of a dare. Yeah.
So these are M&Ms, and remember, if you can remember, back to a previous episode, we were doing like the M&Ms around the world or whatever the heck it's called.
There's this like weird.
Does it say? It's like
it's the flavor vote thing. So they are asking people to vote on their favorite new flavor. So we tried the Thai coconut.
Yes.
We haven't seen the English toffee ones.
We really want to because we would like those.
Amazing.
Yeah, those will win.
I skipped buying these because I was like scared of them, but Shauna did it. So these.
Also, there's no like small packages. You have to buy a huge one.
Yeah, there was a small package of the other one, but not this one of the Thai coconut ones. That was a small.
Was it? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a smaller bag.
I would have liked a big one of that because that was good.
Yeah, we ate most of those.
Maybe we'll like these. Okay, so these are Mexican jalapeno peanut. And I don't know. It might be good. And so there's like possibly an offensive peanut with like a sombrero holding some chilies.
Borderline offensive.
I don't know.
Get it?
This is like not, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Okay, anyway. We're going to try one.
So were these Mexican M&Ms? Is that the deal?
I don't know.
Like now what is the English toffee have to do with worldly
Did it
things?
have like a little like monocle and like a... No, that's like Mr. Peanut.
It's like flavors around the world, but like English toffee. Where's English toffee from?
England.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that makes sense.
Where were you going to make it from?
Denmark. I don't know.
It has like a little London Bridge in the back or something. I don't know. We haven't seen that one yet.
Nope.
Okay, Try it. Okay, we're gonna try a jalapeno peanut M&M.
Mine's green. It just tastes like a peanut M&M. Oh. Then it gets spicy.
But like barely. I can barely taste the spice.
After you eat it.
It hits you in the back of your throat.
You have it. Like a lot of jalapeno flavor.
But it's like
very subtle.
It's like on the back end.
I almost feel like it would be, this is like a peanut M&M, but like a joke. And then someone would eat them and be like, why is it spicy?
That's weird.
It's very strange.
It's like,
I don't really like them.
It's not what I thought it was going to be, though. I have to say, I thought it was going to taste spicy. Yeah. It's not like on your, your taste buds.
Makes like my whole mouth is spicy right now. Like I had salsa.
Oh, mine isn't. Oh. That's weird. That's what I thought it was going to be. It just hit like the back of my throat. It didn't hit like my taste buds.
Huh.
Like I just tasted the peanut M&M.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, there's no spiciness in it. And then it like hit my throat.
Yeah, I feel it in my throat too.
That was weird.
Yeah. These are weird.
I'm going to give these to my family because maybe they'll like them.
They like spicy things.
Because they're Mexican. Oh, gee.
Can you take a picture of Edgar eating these with a sombrero on?
Yes, please. I'm not being racist. My family actually is from Mexico.
No
just as a note. Racist. I know, but it just sounds weird when I say that. But, like, for real, you guys, like, I don't know about these.
Yeah, not so good. The Thai peanut ones are pretty tasty. They were like coconut. They tasted like coconut.
This has left a very weird taste in my mouth.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about that at all.
And it's such a big bag.
It's huge,
and it looks like fun. Like I have all these M&Ms to eat, and I don't.
And I don't want them.
I just need to eat.
You should have bought some like better ones for a palate cleanser.
We have Picnic as our palate cleanser.
We'll have to try and find those English toffee ones.
This is why we have to have 2 snacks.
Yeah, because you just never know.
Because when you get a weird one, you're like,
oh man, no, there's no snack, and that's just unacceptable.
We need to do like a summer cleaning in the snack closet.
Yeah, there's some old snacks
because it's like jammed full, and there's a bunch of weird shit in there that we didn't like.
Those of you waiting for your swag bags, I'm still considering putting some in a baggie.
Those cassava chips gotta go.
I'm gonna give those to Kayla. Just kidding, Kayla.
You win.
You win.
You win the old cassava
Nutty
chips.
Puffs or whatever, Nutter Fluffer.
Oh no,
puffs.
those are gone.
There were a couple left, but I gave them to my son, and he was like, "Oh my god!"
I want to buy like a case of those.
They were really good. I accidentally bought a case
for every time we have a bad snack. We have like a backup Nutter Butter or
Nutter Fluffer.
Nutter. What are they called?
Nutter Puffs.
Nutter Puffs.
Puffy Nutter. It all sounds bad. So I was buying snacks for lunches for summer and trying to get something fun. And you know those veggie straws? Those crunchy.
Oh, I love those. I ate a bunch of those last night.
Okay. So I bought on Amazon like a case of them. And it was like smart serving size. So I thought they would be like little bags I can throw in their lunches. Well, I have it. It's a case of 9 full bags of veggie straws.
Break them out.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll give them to you. I'll give half to you.
I didn't mean like give them to me. I just meant like break them out as a snack.
What am I going to do with 9 bags of them?
You're going to have them as a backup snack for when our snacks suck.
Forever.
You're acting like we're like petite flowers that can't like break into a bag of veggie sticks.
We could finish off some straws, man.
I ate like half a bag of them last night. I mean, like, what's going on?
I just wanted something easy to put in lunches, and now I have to like put them in separate little Ziploc
bags. They sell. I have not even been drinking, guys. I can't talk. Nope. I was just really traumatized by the jalapeno M&M. They sell the little snack size ones at Target.
Mm-hmm. I thought I've seen them there before, but I thought I'll get them on my subscribe and save thing and like save another couple dollars.
Now I have huge bags.
Now I have huge bags of veggie
So now you
straws.
have to put them in bags.
I was going to send them back.
Yeah, you can do that.
I was going to return it. Because I'm like, I don't want big... The bags get stale really fast.
They do. They're just not a good
like
transfer.
popcorn. So like, you know, if you... Or like... what's the pirate booty? It's like if you leave that
Dude,
out.
do not leave your pirate booty out. Don't leave popcorn out either.
We put pirate booty.
I was trying to be
out
cute.
in a bowl at a birthday party, and like at the end of the party, I'm like, oh, there's so much left.
They're like stale. It's horrible.
Dried out immediately.
It's horrible. Yeah. I did that for my mom's birthday. I was like, fun, because we all like popcorn. I put popcorn in these little cute little popcorn, like, movie popcorn holder things.
Cute.
And it was like, in like 5 minutes, it was like stale.
Gross.
I got like the good like Chicago mix, and I put that, and I was like, cute, and I put it out, and then I was like, why is it stale immediately?
Yeah, no, it's like all the moisture just like sucks out of it. I don't know.
It's the worst. Don't do that, anybody. It's like miserable.
Yeah. Snacking
Don't
tips.
Don't fuck up your popcorn.
Snack
it's like
book tips.
Ooh, snack book tips.
That's right. Bum 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 bum.
Get it, everybody. Snack book tips. I don't know why I got really excited about that.
You're like, I don't know what you were gonna say.
I didn't either. I got it. Just it sounded really important.
Snack book tips.
Like we need like a little.
The things like there'll be a page in the book that's like things you can't put out in large bowls: pirate booty, popcorn, veggie straws, and don't serve jalapeno M&Ms.
And also like
to punk
when you're
somebody.
getting like a throwback.
Yes,
put
like it in a
container,
Ziploc.
like cheese balls or picnic. You have to like
Ziploc
not
that shit.
Just like put that lid back on.
Yep.
Although these are really crunchy.
They're so good.
Kind of curious to see if this would stand the test.
I don't know. I don't want to ruin them though.
I kind of don't want to risk it.
They're so good
because they're really crunchy and delicious, and they've come all the way from the Philippines.
Maybe I'll send a couple out in the.
Why don't they do like a Philippines M&M with like crunchy potatoes in a peanut M&M? That would be good. Not peanut, just a regular M&M.
Like a potato crunch, like a potato chip and chocolate type thing. That'd be good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I've had that before.
Me too. Those are delicious.
But just in like a M&M.
Yeah.
The fact that they're doing it in the peanut M&M is kind of problematic.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like it has to go with a peanut. Also,
yeah, they're all peanut M&Ms.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, why are they doing that?
I was thinking the English toffee ones would be just filled with English toffee.
Yeah, that would be good.
That would be delicious.
Why didn't they do it like that?
I don't like little toffee nuggets.
Are they like in with the peanut
They
industry?
must be trying to push the peanuts. Maybe the peanut M&Ms are as popular anymore, so they're like, let's jazz up the peanuts.
Do you think that people are really not getting peanut?
It's just, you know.
Do you think there's a problem?
There might be a problem, Shauna. M&M.
The peanut industry is just like really.
M&Ms, if you need someone to give you better suggestions than jalapeno peanuts, just
we're
call
your gals.
us.
We have like maybe like 100 ideas.
Yeah, maybe more.
I mean, or we could like work with you, and like our community of benchlings could probably come up with like 100 ideas.
Just send me
now.
some bags of smaller bags.
We could do a collaboration with our favorite Philippines company, Picnic, and like do like a combo.
Yeah.
Apparently they've done some
sort
of collaboration with Aquaman here.
If you
on the label
ate plain M&Ms with the Picnic French fry things, like that would be good. Like just together. Like,
yeah.
The salty.
If only
chocolate.
we had some plain M&Ms instead of the jalapeno peanut ones.
Only have jalapeno now. Maybe we have to make a run after this.
It really made a weird taste.
We do need to get a little Southern Comfort.
Yeah.
It's my mom's birthday today when we're recording.
I know. We forgot the Southern Comfort.
Sometimes last year we did like a whole little.
We did the chicken.
Lunch or something. Yeah. The chicken?
The fried chicken.
Oh, we made fried chicken on her birthday. That's right.
Was that last year?
Yeah.
Or we made
made gluten-free. It could have been in October. Because like the anniversary of her death, I guess.
We usually do like a Dia de los Muertos kind of thing.
And we made fried chicken. We made gluten-free. Remember?
Yeah, we did like a weird pancake batter like experiment.
It was yummy.
I think that might have been in October.
Anyways.
I don't remember.
It was fun.
Well, we gotta have some Southern Comfort, maybe. So apparently, tell the people what you told your daughter when you were like.
She's worried because tomorrow she has to go to the doctor and she's going to have a blood draw and it's like a poke, a shot or whatever. And I'm like, so that was last night at bedtime, Saturday night. And I'm like, well, Sunday is Grandma Sue's birthday. And she was like, why would you tell me that? And she got like double upset. And I was like, I was just trying to change the subject. Like usually we try and do something fun or commemorate it in some way. And it's been, 4 years. So it's like, Grandma Sue's with us in our hearts. And we've been through a lot of the mourning
She's all,
process.
thanks for replacing something sad with something else.
Mom. She's like, now I'm upset about a shot and my grandma's dead. Thanks. No, but so I was like,
sorry, I don't know.
I was like,
I kind of get it.
But she was like, sometimes she was like, how would you tell me that I have to get a shot the day after my grandma's birthday? I'm like, what does that even have to do? What does one thing have to do with the other at all?
They don't.
My husband said the same thing. He's like, why would you tell her that? And I'm like, fuck, I can't win, man. I was like, I just wanted to tell somebody.
Well, now we've shared it with a lot of people.
The world. Everybody.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I'm joking. It was just funny.
If you want to give
she
a
was
nod.
Like, the day after my grandma's birthday, I have to get a shot. She's all
so traumatic.
And also the day after I went swimming, I had to get a shot.
Right? It's like so
horrible. And the day after Friday. Like it's just going to be like, keep going. And you're like, this is a long thing now.
Yep.
Or she'll be like, Logan was sad the day before, the day after. Like, it'll just be like, oh, my God.
Well, I know for one thing, my mom would not have approved of these M&Ms. I think she would. She likes the dark chocolate.
She would have been mad.
Dark chocolate M&Ms.
She would have just been like,
I don't think she would have even tasted it. She would be like, no, I'm not doing that.
I mean, I kind of like wanted to and didn't want to, but then I just was like, I felt committed to this whole M&M around the world thing.
She was never an M&M person until she got older and like kind of munchy, like when she was like watching a show, and then she started getting dark chocolate M&Ms and hiding them.
Yeah, no, you said that before, and
those are really good.
Where are the? I don't even ever see them. Dark chocolate M&Ms.
Every once in a while I'll see it. Like it's
like dark chocolate M&Ms and like a glass of red wine would be good.
Nice, yeah. It's like a nice little snack or a little Southern Comfort.
Why do I have to have it with a glass of wine?
I don't know. Because it's healthy for you.
Okay, everybody. Now, sorry, we have to move on to Right Club. I'm sorry that I took such a long detour.
We had to listen
M&Ms.
to so many things first.
We're going to Right Club.
Bye.
From life on a farm in rural Australia, where wide open spaces made a young woman yearn to know what was beyond her country town. She moved to the city, became a mother, and found her dream career, which took her across the world. But still, something's missing. In her search for love, she traveled far, trusted deeply. She wanted so badly to find someone that she almost lost herself in the process, and learned some hard lessons along the way. Fool Me Twice, a new memoir by Jules Hannaford. Available on Amazon.
Welcome to the Bench Right Club. The first rule of Right Club is you do not write about Right Club.
The second rule of Right Club is you do not write about Right Club. Right Club. Okay, here we are.
This is the Right Club, and we're excited. We had 6 submissions.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. And the prompt was, there are 3 things you need to know before you read this.
Okay, I'm going to start.
Trisha's going to start.
From Stories 212, at Stories 212 on the Twitter.
On the Twitter.
Stories also submitted last time.
And you're new.
Yes,
yay.
Thank you.
Well, you're not new anymore. You're old hat now.
Now we're just used to it. No, we're really, really, really glad. Also, Stories let me know on Twitter that they like to write about Two Girls in a Bunch often, usually in New York. So, yeah, we're each other's people. So there you go. All right.
We're going to say everything in unison for the rest of the
podcast. Oh. There are 3 things you need to know before you read this. I went up to the cashier. She handed me a note and directed me to the bank officer. I walked to her desk and she looked at the envelope and then at me. There are 3 things you need to know before you read this. First, the money is all yours. Second, you will learn who your parents are. Third, you will learn who you are to marry. She walked away and let me ruminate on the envelope. I paused for a moment and then ripped it open. The amount was large, $100 million. My parents were school teachers I never knew who won the lottery. and my wife was to be the cashier. I looked at her. She smiled at me and took the next deposit. The officer returned. She handed me a bank book, said, "Congratulations."
Wow. Love it.
Oh, that's so cool. That was really good.
That's great. I want that
I
to
know.
happen.
Uh-oh, we're already married.
Okay, well, I'll take the rest of it.
Yeah, right? I could use a relative that's no longer here that leaves me their $1 million.
What was it, 100 million?
$100 million? Even better. Then I can share it with you.
Yay.
Yay.
We can split it 50 million each.
That's probably enough to do whatever the fuck we want for the rest of our lives.
That's a good amount. I could take that.
We could do that.
I could live with that. Yeah.
Good job, stories.
Good job, Stories 212. All right. My next one that I will read, the first one actually, is from Friday the 13th.
Andrew,
also, a.k.a. Andrew.
And the podcast he does is Friday.
Yeah, sorry. Friday. I wrote it at the top, and then I realized that might not make any sense.
All good. I'm here to help.
I just like everything's out of order. Okay. There are 3 things you need to know before you read this. 1, it wasn't an animal. 2, it wasn't a person. 3, and hell, I don't think it was even a ghost if you believe in such things. The only thing I do know is that there was something in the woods that night that I'm struggling to explain. I'm hoping that this document will one day be read and one day my story told. ... I love it.
Ooh. It sounds like it could go with some of the ones we read before about
the
like
woods.
Going into the woods.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like that it goes good. I like the list too. I have to say, because like
we love a good list.
Well, that's it. It's a cool approach because it's like 3 things. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. I love that. That's a good approach. We like it.
We
Andrew.
like to list hard here at the bench.
You're listing hard with us, and we like that.
Yes. All right.
Good work, Andrew.
So on to Kayla, our Sharpie. She also has a list. Okay.
All right.
I walk into the room. The door outside was nondescript. I'm not sure where I am, but the note that was passed to me said this was the address. The person giving me the note was a stranger to me, and all it had on it was this address and a photo of my dog. I'm not feeling too secure right now, but having my dog makes it better. I'm in the room now. It's not much bigger than my bathroom at home, except there are no furnishings other than a tall, skinny, circular table. And on it is an envelope, on top of which is another note. I pick up the note. It says, "These are the things you need to know before you read this. 1, a working knowledge of the alphabet. 2, a working knowledge of sentence structure. 3, an ability to comprehend simple instructions." I put the note down and pick up the envelope. It's not sealed and it's light. I open it and inside is another note. It reads, "If you understand the things you needed to know, then know this. Stop playing with the dog and write your novel already. Love, Mom."
I love it.
It's really good, Kayla.
I love it.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
In other words, stop procrastinating.
I heart that so much right
I like
now.
the rules. I think maybe those should be add addendums to the Bench Right Club rules.
Right? I love the working knowledge of sentence structure.
Right?
Sometimes I feel like I need to share that with like lots of people in the world, like
Yes.
at work, maybe my kids. I don't know. Like when you're just like, yeah, just a working knowledge of sentence structure would be nice, everyone in the world. Jesus. Okay, sorry. I'm apparently very annoyed by that.
Thank you, Kayla.
That was awesome, Kayla. Love it. Okay. This is from Ryan Terry. And here we go. Is Ryan from a podcast? Am I?
Yeah, Ryan.
I'm sorry.
It's a horror podcast. I have to look it up. But Ryan is in our All the Horror group and
I
has
couldn't remember if
participated
he was
as
in a podcast or just from the All the Horror group. I'm sorry. I didn't want to mess it up right now.
No, it's all good.
Okay. Sorry. Ryan, thank you so much for submitting. And I'm sorry that I couldn't remember right now. I just blanked when I looked up. I was like, But I'm very excited to read this right now. Okay. 1, nobody died. 2, there's no permanent damage. And 3, by the end, you will laugh. I love that intro. Dear Mom and Dad, sorry I haven't written lately, but there's something that I've had on my mind. And I know you may not like it, but it is what it is, I suppose. I've met someone. Yeah, I know, right? I don't believe it myself. He's incredibly cute and oh so sweet. He turns heads for sure. But he's working as a cashier at a gas station right now because he just recently got out of jail after having served time for pirating Blu-rays. So I've decided to quit school and focus on developing this relationship into something. Oh, and before I forget, he has a kid from the time before he came out. Nice kid. Seldom gets in trouble at school. I'm going to be a second father to him, so I guess you get to be grandparents after all. I'd like to finish school one day. I'm also moving in with him and his son into a small apartment. I'm sorry, this is making me laugh so much. Unfortunately, that means you will now need to get a hotel when you visit me. Just want you to know that everything that I have written so far is false, but it is true that I got a D in French, and I'm going to need a little money to float me until I get paid next week. I love you.
Here's the worst case.
Oh my God, that's
great.
Awesome.
So Ryan Terry I was mistaken. He's not often, he doesn't have his own podcast. He's a screenwriting professor, and he's a podcast guest on like a lot of what I've seen is mostly horror.
You're a
reviews,
screenwriting
like
professor?
Yeah.
You devil. Okay, so you're amazing, and that is like super funny, and that just cracked me. I was literally laughing through the whole thing. Sorry, I couldn't read it.
Yeah, no, it's funny.
So
he's like
awesome.
a film critic.
You're like everything that's annoying. It's like
it was perfect.
We're gonna move into a small.
It's like
apartment.
your parents' worst nightmare.
He has kids.
He has a kid. I'm quitting school for him. I barely know him. It's all good. I'm gonna father his son.
He mostly doesn't get in trouble.
Yeah, yeah. Also, yeah. Let's put things in perspective, Mom and Dad. Just give me some cash.
Pirating Blu-rays.
I love it.
You're like,
it's so stupid.
Did he go to jail in 1995? Anyway, that was brilliant. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you,
good.
Ryan. Okay. Next is the hammer.
Hammer.
So she starts with a little note, even though that's against the rules. She says, I know we shouldn't give an intro to our writing, but I just want to say I decided to jump off from my recent elevator submission.
Yay.
AKA the hammer.
We love that, though, because we did tell you guys to tell us that. So actually, that's okay.
No, we like it. It's okay. These are the things you need to know before you read this. He just looked at me and let out a little grunt. So much for that idea. I guess I would have to settle for going back in time. As I stood there and attempted to resign myself to the fact that I wouldn't be getting a cup of coffee anytime soon, I felt a slight tug in the pocket of the hoodie I was wearing. I looked around and everyone was still staring forward at the man in front of us. I shoved my hands in the pockets and found a piece of paper that had not been there before. I carefully pulled it out and kept it low while I opened it. It read, these are the things you need to know before you read this. 1, this man is a liar. He can only take us back as far as 1986. 2, time travel is really not as exciting as it's made out to be in movies and books. 3, you're going back to 1986, so accept it. If you agree to these terms, read on. I looked up, trying to figure out which person near me dropped the note in my pocket, but no one gave any indication. My eyes went back to the page and the beginning of a very long paragraph. It's settled then. You'll be dropped back into whatever you were doing in 1986. But that's not what it seems. ...
Ah,
I love it.
we love it.
So if you listen to the last month's Right Club, Stephanie was in an elevator when the person
or
said...
the character. Maybe it wasn't Stephanie.
I'm sorry. Stephanie
Last
herself.
scene in an elevator,
Yes.
Stephanie was...
And now she's somewhere in the 80s trying to find some coffee, which at least she can find coffees in the 80s. I think she was going to like the 1700s or something in the other story that she sent where the guy said that when we step out of this elevator, we'll be like 1786. And she was like, wait, did they have coffee then? Because I really need some coffee before I start my day. Anyways, this is excellent stuff. And it sounds like the story is gonna continue, and
this is fun. It's like a mini series.
I love it. And like I said, if anybody has a story that develops out of a prompt, like we'll make a special episode for that and read your story, and maybe I'll add sound effects. I'll splice them in. Just
Trisha keeps saying splice. So she's like working on some sort of like reel-to-reel experience from a long time ago.
I am.
She's also time traveling, apparently.
I am time traveling. I'm somehow in the 70s editing instead of like right now on a computer. Yeah.
Okay, so...
Oh, we have another one.
We have one more.
Oh,
this
good.
is from Brett. It's called Confession. And it's a confession. So here it is. It kind of feels like a list. He didn't number it, but it looks like a list to me, or bullet points. Okay, confession. These are the things you need to know before you read this. I never use a timer when writing for 2 girls on a bench. Bad. I usually max... He didn't say bad. I said that. I usually max out at 15 minutes. What? I edit as I go, or if my word count is too high, or if I find better words or a clearer narrative. Brett, you're
cheating.
Punished on like 10 different levels right now. Okay. I sometimes count the prompt in my word count if I come in under. If I come in over, I don't.
What?
This is like, he's all confession. I title my works because I feel everything should have an identity. That's fine. We have no rule against titling, so you're okay on that.
We like that about you.
I look forward to 2 Girls on a Bench podcast because it's like catching up with my old friends. Oh. Nice. I would love to be a guest on the show. I make great snacks. I had a crush on both Shauna and Trisha in college.
What? I didn't know I had that.
But both of them said separate to me, you don't love me. The one you love is out there waiting for you. Be patient. I don't know if we said it like that.
Yeah, I don't think we were that eloquent.
We were probably
in our lives, but
like meaner.
We're like, get over it.
Probably I was meaner because I'm the mean one. Just kidding. I might have been nicer back then.
You are the mean one. You've always been the mean one.
Okay. Just kidding. We're sweet. Oh, and I was, and I did, and we've been together for almost 18 years and have a wonder-filled life together. Yay! Aww. I'm grateful for this show because it allows me to write. My wife introduces me as her husband, the writer and actor. So thanks. So thanks to girls for making her an honest woman. Aww. I have some crazy found or fond? I don't know. It could be found memories.
Fond.
I have some crazy fond memories of Shauna and Trisha when I was in college with them. In fact, I can say I learned how to be a friend by having them in my life.
Oh, that was so sweet, Brett.
You're really just like kind of melting our hearts a little bit right now.
I break all your rules, but I'm going to compliment you a lot right now.
You're kind of making us mushy, which is really hard for us. That's it, my confession. I love you, quote unquote, girls. Okay, what are you trying to say there?
Yeah, whatever.
Keep up the good work. And I'm not counting the prompt in this writing exercise this time. He's also there. Thank you, Brett. That was very sweet.
That was awesome. That was adorable.
That was very nice. And this is like, I have to say, this is really fun to reconnect with you and some of our other college friends and to make so many new friends with the Right Club and just with the podcast in general.
It's funny how you can like know somebody so long ago and then feel just like right back caught up.
Yeah.
You know?
It's so weird.
Or like
joke
people
around.
We've never met.
And you're like,
we talk about Kayla, we talk about projects for you that you don't even know about yet. And we've never met you in person.
Just you wait.
Yeah.
And like, it was funny when we were doing, I don't remember what, it was the live stream. And Brett was like, hey, Trisha, do an accent. And it was literally like the kinds of jokes we used to make like 20 years ago or however long ago it was. That
I think I thought I probably was good at accents in college. It took me until my 40s to realize I suck.
But we had some very good times.
Yes.
I'd have to say in college, a lot of good times.
Yep.
Good times.
This is great. It was a nice, like, light prompt. I like this one. I didn't do it. Neither did you. You know, it just seems like for a Right Club, like,
we don't do it because we feel like it gets long if we also read one, and we'd rather spend the time reading the ones from y'all.
I mean, if you want to do some math on it, we do 3 a month. Or 4 sometimes. So we win.
Well, and sometimes we actually write other stuff too, like on our own. That is not related to this.
We're attempting to
we try.
Do that. Yes. It might not be the glorious summer retreat of 3 days, like on.
I wrote some content
on
at
the
work.
Beach.
Nobody cares about that, but
you guys will hear about some stuff.
Very fulfilling. Just kidding. That was really nice, Brett. Though, thank you.
Yeah,
and I'm very happy that you have a wonder-filled life.
I have to say, I've seen on Facebook, like his wife's in a band. She's a singer.
Yeah.
And she's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when that thing when you like see somebody else's, you don't know like their spouse or whatever, and you see they post something and you watch it and you're like, this might not be good. I don't know if I want to listen to this because I don't want to feel like judgmental. And then it's like actually awesome. And you're like, oh, okay, good. You know what I mean? Like, because like, I mean, you throw a stone and hit a band.
So she's really good.
So she's for reals good. And your dogs are super cute.
And your dogs are cute. And you're doing great. And we're very happy for you. It sounds really weird.
I know.
I don't know why it sounds weird.
What sounds weird?
The way we're talking right now? Is it weird?
It's weird. I can cut it out.
No, don't cut it out.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, good.
I'll splice it out.
And we're back to the 70s.
Give me my Scotch
Time travel. Anyway, we're very happy to have all
everybody.
of you. It kind of is just like, I don't know why Right Club makes me feel like very like mushy all the time.
It's inspiring. It's so crazy to think about somebody sitting and taking the time to do this, and I don't know, it's just awesome. And I hope it brings you guys like a little bit of pride or something when we read your stuff. I think it's fun to hear your stuff read back. I know if a podcast I liked read something I wrote to them, I'd be freaking out. Like,
I know,
happy.
Well,
like,
I think,
not, not in a bad way.
It's cool because it's like, okay, I'm just gonna go on a weird tangent.
Just go
right
into
now.
the mushland.
So we did a show a really long time ago called ISurrender2.com. It was in when the 90s.
Yeah. No.
Late? No, it wasn't.
It was like 2003
early
or
2000s.
something. Yeah.
Sorry, I can't remember dates anymore. Early 2000s, and we did it with a group of high school students, and we like kind of wrote it with them.
Yeah, it was like a performance art workshop / culminates in a show that we like massaged content from them into.
We sort of had them talk, and then we kind of wrote it from things that they said.
Yeah, we wanted to get that teenage voice because it was teenagers. They were like high school students, mostly like under 20.
And the internet wasn't new, but like things like blogs and chat rooms and stuff were sort of in their beginning heyday, I guess. But you know, we didn't have like the social media that we do now. But it was
blogs were like online diary.
It was forming, yeah, and it was like more like a diary form. And we had this, we kind of had this scene where it was sort of like everyone was sitting separately on the stage. And they were just kind of like talking into a void.
Yeah.
Like, hello, hi.
Is anyone reading this? Is anyone listening?
And it was like, it's basically what the internet's like. You're literally talking into nothing.
You're putting it out there.
And hoping that somebody responds. And I still feel like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I still feel, even though like that feels like it was so long ago, and it's like, it's basically the same thing though. You're putting something out into literally like the dark universe.
Yeah.
And hoping that somebody will connect to it and come back. And like, that's what this feels like to me. It's like you're sending something personal out and like, then other people get to connect with it.
Yeah.
And it's just, I love it. Like, I love that. And I can't believe that we get to do this. And like, it's so cool.
I mean, the part about starting a podcast, I think for us was to rekindle our ideas and our energy around writing, because we do procrastinate with our lives. I mean, it's true. But the part you don't know when you start something like this is anyone even going to care? Yeah. And the thing is, like, people do, and you guys do, Benchlings, and it really drives us. It, like, keeps the fire going in our creativity, where we might have jobs and families where we have to do the, recitals and the rudimentary stuff that most families and parents have to do, or whatever, or work. But this is like
whatever, work.
This is like our little room of our own, just to tie it all together, where we literally come together in this little room and we can make this stuff happen. And kind of we've fired up a lot of ideas. We're inspired by
we're literally like talking into the like dark universe.
Yeah.
And you guys are
it's coming back to us, and it's amazing. So like,
we love you.
It's kind of that same premise of like putting out support out there without expecting anything in return, and then it comes back to you like double. You know what I mean? Like it's real, it's true. And we feel that way with everybody, like our Twitter groups that we're in and the other podcasts, the network we're in, the Podfix network. And it's just a a real family environment that I didn't expect out of this.
Yeah, I didn't expect we would have
all
all these friends and like other podcasters and like when we do like guest cross things with them and are on other podcasts and then we're like, hey, it's so and it's like we have all these weird friends that we haven't met and it's just like cool. I don't know. It's such a
very
fun,
cool to be involved with.
Cool thing that is going on.
We like it. We like doing this.
It's fun. We like it. That's all. Okay. Sorry. I got all like mushy because I was like,
and we're glad somebody likes it back.
No, I was just thinking about, I keep thinking about that scene because it feels like that. It just feels like this dark place and it's like, oh, there's somebody out there like listening and like talking back and I love it. I love it, everybody.
Thank you guys for validating our existence.
Thank you, everyone. And we will be back next week with another fun-filled episode.
Boop,
okay.
boop, boop.
All right, everybody, keep writing.
Keep snacking, but not on jalapeno M&Ms. Just saying.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
This was a podcast from the Podfix Network. You can check out more shows like it at podfixnetwork.com.
That was really good. This is what?
What? Turned it off. This is what Anya DeFranco never thought was going to happen with her song. She did not think that I was going to be trying to play it on the
kazoo.
Okay.
She would have simplified it if she knew
Modern
that.
dance, yes.
Kazoo. No.
Probably not.
You want to do it again?
Us. Yes, kids, go.
Okay, go. Up, 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 up goes our podcast in the air. Sometimes you really listen and you care. And up, 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 up. I fucked that song up.